Next question, why do you consider beans on toast good? Welcome back everyone to another video, and today we're doing something quite different and something I've never done before. We're going to be doing a Q&A to celebrate me getting 500 subscribers, and shout out to William in the comments of a recent video I did. It was his idea, so you know, credit to you, mate. There's a mixed bag of stuff in here. I got all my questions off my Twitter. Please do go and follow me over there at rads_23. 23 of course to celebrate, you know, the GOAT. There's one from YouTube, but majority of these are all from my Twitter. So yeah, I've got quite a few. I was thinking of doing this in 2 parts, but I'm going to try and doing them all in one. So don't know how long this is going to go on for. So yeah, let's just get on with it. First question is from Fletcher Jet. He also makes videos, so go and check him out, of course. And this is kind of in like 3 parts. The first part is how long have I been a Forest fan? Basically, well, all my life really. It's quite a weird one, that, because really, early on in my life, I never, believe it or not, I never even really liked football that much. And I say that, I've always liked football, always have. But as I've got older, I've continued to love it even more. Now it is literally my life. So yeah, Forest because of my dad. Like, my dad is a Forest fan, so he raised me to be a Forest fan, obviously. The next part of that is, realistically, where do I think we would have finished before lockdown happened? Playoffs, I would have presumed. I think it would have been 4th or 5th, because that's more or less where it's been all season. So probably 5th, I reckon. And do I think we would have won the playoffs? I have a horrible feeling that we won't. And even if it does get going again, I have a horrible feeling that we will bottle it. And what are my hopes for the completion of the championship season? Like all football leagues, particularly the Premier League and every league basically, just resume it whenever it's safe. You know, we can't be out here starting it too soon. I think though, if it does get to a point like if it's July and the season can't continue, I think then we might have to just call it a day and just say, no, we're just gonna have to end it here. And it'd be harsh on teams like Forest and Leeds and West Brom, who've been doing so well, and they just don't get promoted, or just say, yeah, that's it. You don't even got a chance of going up. It will be quite harsh, but it might have to be the only thing. And same for relegations. I don't think anyone should get relegated. Maybe give Liverpool the title because they're so far ahead, but it's a tricky one. Next question is from Randolph Gaming, another YouTuber as well. His question is, why did I start YouTube and what are my future goals for the channel? I'll answer the second part first. Future goals, I don't even really have any. I just keep going, just keep going at it really. I have no real air about where I want to go with this channel. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing and just, you know, getting out videos, keep doing career mode, I want to keep doing more football stuff, because even though there isn't any football right now, I've loved doing those ranking videos recently. I love doing Forest previews when I can. So yeah, just keep going with what I'm doing basically. The first part, why did I start YouTube? Really just for something to do, to be fair. And I've always been a quite creative person. I've always liked the idea of making YouTube videos, and I've watched so much YouTube, honestly. I watched so much FIFA, quite sad really, to be fair. But all those lads really kind of inspired me to try it really. And it was particularly last summer where I had like 6 straight months basically being off because I didn't have a job and I didn't have any college because I decided to leave. I've got a job now, but still, I had a long period, and I just thought, you know what, let's try and utilise this, and I'll try and make videos, and I've just kept going at it, and it's actually bloody worked. I don't know how, but yeah, that's why really. It's a bit vague, I know, but I don't really have a straight answer, to be fair, but good question. The next one is from NFFC Woods. He has been around my channel for quite some time, and obviously a Forest fan, and this is Forest related. Do I think I will be able to go to any Forest game once lockdown is done? I mean, I've said this quite a few times, some of you might not know this. I don't get to go to many games because it's quite an expensive thing. If I had the choice to go to games, I definitely would go to every single home game without a doubt. I would try my best to do anyway. I mean, the game I happened to this season didn't go too well. We lost to Charlton, which was fantastic. It really wasn't. That's quite extreme sarcasm. But yeah, we were actually going to go to the Fulham game on Good Friday, but we couldn't do that because there was no football. Definitely, I would hope so. It's not a straight answer again, but that's my answer. Next one, opinions on Real Madrid. Interesting question. I don't really have any opinions, to be fair. I mean, they're obviously one of the best teams in the world. They've got a load of world-class players. I mean, particularly of late, they've not been quite as good as they were before, but still, you might not like this, but I've always preferred Barcelona, hence this poster in the background. I've had that up for years, so, you know. I've always preferred Barcelona, and I've always preferred Messi to Ronaldo, even though Ronaldo's not there. I'm not one of these that is going to cry over the fact that someone thinks Ronaldo's better. It's just appreciate them. That's what I say. They're both absolute legends. They're two of the greatest we're ever going to see. We're not going to see them for much longer. Just appreciate them, That's what I think. Next one, another Forest-related question from Andy Reid Left Peg. What were your initial thoughts on Sabri Lamouchi being appointed compared to your thoughts on him right now? Good question. At first, I think like every Forest fan, never heard of him. I was thinking, what the hell? Who is this bloke? I've never a fan of Martin O'Neill. I was quite pleased when he went. In my opinion, Karanka shouldn't have been sacked. And I don't think O'Neill was the right person to come in at all. He's a completely different kind of manager, very boring football, legend of the club, but he just wasn't the right guy, to be fair. I thought we would be more or less in and around the playoff spots, only no one really knew what to expect. It could just be more of the same of last season, not in the playoffs, but kind of near it, But he's done wonders. He's done amazing. I love the guy right now. He's done a fantastic job. But yeah, initially, I had no clue about him, and I just didn't even really know what to think, to be fair. And now, I just want him to stay as long as he can. And he's in talks to sign a new deal as well, so that's brilliant. Next one is from JJ Loza. Of course, here's another FIFA guy on YouTube, so do go and check his channel out. His question, when lockdown is over, what will be the first thing you do? Go out. Go out. Literally, I've not been able to go out for like 5 straight weeks. I've literally just been for a walk around where I live. That's about it. I've been out for a walk like 4 times in 5 weeks, and I've not even been able to go shopping or anything. Yeah, just go out, just for the sake of the fact that I can go out, and see my family as well, because I've not seen anyone other than my dad and my 2 neighbours next door. That is literally it. Next one is from Blur Show, of course, a bigger supporter of my channel. This is an interesting question. If there was a cage fight between Tom Lawrence and Sergio Ramos and Diego Costa, whose face would you see mashed up first? It's got to be Diego Costa, isn't it? He's always been a bit of an angry character. When he was at Chelsea, he was always getting into fights and stuff. Tom Lawrence, of course, is a Derby player, unfortunately. I don't see him being the kind of person to... Well, probably could get into a fight, to be fair, as a Derby player. The next question is probably one of the best ones I think we've got. It is, of course, from Layers. He is part of the Chips or Chris podcast as well. So do go and check him out. Got a brand new channel going as well. And yeah, his question, which Forest player do you want back at the club? That is a really difficult one. I've not even really thought this through, so I'm going to have a little think here. Tough one, to be fair. I mean, we've got Graben now. Only Assombalonga was fantastic. He really was. He was such a beast for us. Antonio, maybe. He was great. I don't remember a huge amount of him. Lansbury was actually pretty good for us. Chrissy Cohen, of course. Only he retired because of injury. Dexter Blackstock in his day was actually a pretty good player for sure. I mean, maybe Majakesty or someone like that. But I would probably go for Assombalonga. I don't know. If we had Assombalonga in his prime and Graben up front, my God, that would be scary. Next question, again from Blurshall. What are the strategies of Forest to move to the Prem? I was a little bit confused with this question, but I think it's basically saying, what do we need to do to get promoted? Just to stay consistent, really. We've been great this season, but we've also had quite a few hiccups, like Charlton, like I mentioned, and Sheffield Wednesday was an embarrassment. Millwall wasn't much better, really. We just need to try and stay a little bit more consistent. We've been brilliant. We had an 11-game unbeaten run at the start of the year. We've had a few hiccups, and we've had a few great runs. We need to try and stay really consistent, in my opinion. Try and go on a really good run, like a proper, really good unbeaten run, I think. 11 games is still very impressive, though. But just stay fully focused and don't take any game for granted. Just try and win it like you would any other game. Again from Blurshall, this one. If you had the choice to support Derby or have Tom Lawrence as your profile pick, what would you choose? Well, I think it's quite an obvious one. I don't like Tom Lawrence just because he plays for Derby, but it would have to be that one because I would never support Derby for any reason at all, ever. The next one is from Joe Price, bit of a banter question this. What is your best flavour of juice? Well, of course, I'm sure you know the global meme on my channel that is the CEO of Apple Juice. Thank you, Maxwell, for creating this. I really thank you a lot. In all honesty, I like apple on orange. It's just a blatant joke. I have generally got some apple juice for my breakfast here, but I like both. I genuinely do, but I don't know. I probably would lean towards apple, but I could quite easily have orange. Next one from Dominic Elberts. This guy is my best mate in real life, so I went to college with him. I know him very well, of course. But his question: can you buy me a burger once the virus is gone? Interesting one, mate. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm sure when we next meet up, I can buy you a bloody burger. Another 3 questions from Dom. Could you last a week without apple juice? Yes, I could. If you didn't go into football, what would you do? Probably F1 or driving, because that's always been like my second thing I've done on games. I only really play football or driving games, so probably Forza or F1, because I've been playing F1 a lot off camera recently. So, do you have pizza? Yes, quite a lot. I actually have pizza quite a lot right now, because we haven't really got much food in. So, that's not relevant in the slightest, David. What a question. What a bloody question. Why does Derby have a legend and Forest don't? And he means Rooney and Lampard. And I simply replied with this. Again, another one from Blurshaw. How did you become a Forest fan and not Derby? Kind of obvious, mate. I am from Nottingham. My dad supports Nottingham. And I naturally, as a Forest fan, have to hate Derby. That makes sense. Now, one of the few questions from the comments section. I was going to put this all to the comments, but I thought I've got far too many questions just from Twitter. I'm not going to do it for this one. Maybe in the future, though, because I'm sure I'll do another one in the future. Obviously, from Brave Players, one of my biggest supporters. Any team do you have your eye on once you finish the Portsmouth career mode and win the Champions League? Yeah, I've not even really thought. It depends on how long it goes for. If it lasts until the end of this FIFA and then in time for FIFA 21, which it probably won't. Maybe I could do just a Premier League team that need improving. Like I don't even really have anyone in mind, to be fair. Maybe try someone abroad. Just not a road to glory or anything like Forest. A team that are already kind of there but not there. I don't know. I've not really got anyone in mind. What made you be a YouTuber? Well, I've kind of already answered that. Favourite career mode game tie you've played so far? This can be from Forest, Pompey, or anything we have visual evidence of. Really tough. I can't even really answer that, to be fair, mate. I don't even really know. And the last question, what would you do if you got 1,000 subscribers today? Probably jump out of that window, to be fair. Next question, why do you consider beans on toast good? For context, on a podcast we did about a month ago, me, Maxwell and Ross were all having a discussion for some reason about beans on toast, and Maxwell didn't think it was very good and me and Ross did. That's why. I mean, I like beans and I like toast. I don't know, mate. Next one from Patrick, or Patback as he is known on YouTube. What got you into watching football? Again, my dad, really. My family's always been quite a football family. Like my uncle, unfortunately, supports Derby, which is not great. Someone else from his side of the family is a Forest fan and another Derby fan. My granddad was a Notts County fan, so that's kind of makes sense, really. Plus the fact I don't even really know, to be fair. I really don't. Next one, what are you going to do when you hit 1,000 subs? Celebrate, really, and just be in total disbelief. But yeah, that is it for this Q&A. I've really enjoyed doing this. I probably will do more in the future. Maybe every milestone I reach, like if I reach 600 and 700, could do another one maybe. Who knows? I've enjoyed doing this. I've actually got a lot more questions than I thought I would, to be fair. So yeah, that's great. If you have enjoyed, please do like and subscribe to Rads. And yeah, that's basically it. More Portsmouth videos coming on the way. There'll be another quiz as well on Maxwell's channel coming very soon, so go and check that out. But yeah, until next time, like and subscribe. And I'll see you very soon, lads. Stay safe.